Hello and welcome back to the colony with Man of the Antz. So we are once again back in Empires of the Undergrowth, and I need to move my keyboard slightly closer to me because I realised I was just doing VR, so it's a little bit further away, so I hope it doesn't cause too much noise. So last time we started building up our... oh, there we go. Building up our Formicarium. So we've got, what have we got? We've got 19 ranged, and 19 majors. All level 3, I believe. A few of these weren't, but I've done those since then. So last time I left it, that I was going to have to get some more food before we could really carry on doing too much more, because I've heard so much about the Formicarium Challenge 3 that I felt I needed to be a lot more prepared than I was. As you can see, I have gone out and gathered lots of food. So I've made the food chambers huge. We have got 11,400 in store. And we have got 2 piles of roughly 1,400 outside as well. So we've got lots of food. What we do with it is another question, I suppose. So the only other things I've done, as I said, I finished upgrading these to level 3. Then as you can see, I've put movement speed tiles, which I didn't actually realize I'd saved the game after, but that's not a problem because we need those anyway. I've put those all over the floor so that when our ants need to go from these chambers outside, when they invariably die, at least there's a little bit of a faster runway for them. So there were a couple of comments on the last couple of videos talking about the fact that I go through all of the comments and suggestions from the previous video. It didn't really matter so much back in the days when there weren't as many of you watching it. There was a few comments. You know, there was always a fair few comments, a good number from my usual videos at least. So I was quite happy to go through and highlight the ones that I thought were quite useful and quite informative. These days we're getting a couple of thousand views on a video, we're getting 80, 100 comments on a video, and it is becoming a little bit unwieldy. And last time was 14 minutes, and someone, sorry I can't remember your name, did point out that that was getting a little bit, I think it was 4 dots, maybe? It's getting a little bit unwieldy now, it's probably gone a bit too far, so I'm going to have to try and cut those down a little bit. But just to highlight a couple of comments from last time, so just a few, don't worry, just a few. So A. Carlo made a very good point. I did say previously we weren't going to make any of the black ants, the standard melee attackers. A. Carlo said what you need for this Formicarium challenge is basically a wall to defend your ranged attackers, and then they do all the damage. And the black ants can stand underneath the majors. So it actually makes a lot of sense to have at least the same amount of black ants as majors, because they can just stand underneath the majors and just add to that wall. So that makes a lot of sense, actually. Cornish Ant said, see how you do, and then upgrade the ants from there. Well, obviously, because he put a fair bit of work into it. I wanted to highlight that mainly because Cornish Ants is my neck of the woods. So, hello, Cornish Ants. Rayalot, have you done the 2.x challenges yet? I have done the 2.x challenges. What I haven't done is the 2.x challenges on this playthrough. In my previous Formicarium, where I was rapid fire ants all the way, I did do these challenges. Maybe on medium, maybe on easy. This Formicarium is supposed to be a hard playthrough, so I was going to do these on hard at some point, which may or may not happen. I might have to go down to medium for the challenges, particularly on Rising Tide, because that took me a fair while to do it on hard and standard. But yes, this does include, which is what Rayalot was pointing out, this includes a first time play bonus, which obviously means we could get pretty much 5,000 food from just doing the Queen of the Hill and Rising Tide challenge modes, which would have been lovely. I didn't really realise that until I'd already spent a lot of time. A couple of people made suggestions on what to do. I think some people said Queen of the Hill. Someone said do Queen of the Hill on easy with the challenge mode, which will get you a nice amount of food. But because I haven't done that, I didn't want to do that off camera. So I did basically new home on medium, on challenge mode. And then when it come to it at the end, I picked the additional food and I was getting about 1,500 food a time. So I did a lot of those. So we will come back to the challenge modes for those 2 levels at some point. After I guess we've done the Formicarium is when we'll come back to those. And if we fail the Formicarium challenge this time and it seems like we still don't have enough food, then we will come back to it and maybe do the challenge modes first and then come back to doing the Formicarium challenge when we have then an extra 5,000 food, which should help us out. And the last comment I want to address was Edwin Westerhoff. He said, do you know if you click on the ant itself in the tech tree, this one, you can upgrade other options for your ants. Longer range, more attack, defense, more harvesting speed. Oh, okay. I did not know this at all. This is new information to me. Thank you so much, Edwin. Yeah, okay, that's interesting. Had no idea that was an option. So the wood ants are our ranged ones, aren't they? I'm pretty sure. Yes, they are. So speed and damage is going to be very useful for these. That's so interesting. And obviously we've got lots of jelly to do this with, which is lovely. We don't really care about health for these. And we don't really care about range so much. I suppose it gets them to attack slightly quicker. But these two are the main things we care about. So let's get both of those up to 10. Interesting. Interesting. What have we got here? Physical resistance, venom resistance, health, and attack speed. Attack speed is probably one we don't care about so much. I guess it's mainly going to be these two. So let's see if we can get both of these up to 10. I don't think we're going to have much venom. I don't think. I might be entirely wrong in that regard. That's the wrong one again. And then the black ants. Armor and health we're going to want to focus on, aren't we, really? If the ranged ants are our main attack force. This is so cool. I had no idea about this. Can we do this? Can you do this for the queen? You can do this for the queen. So you can increase her health. Let's increase her health. Reduces cooldowns. What kind of cooldowns do we have for the queen? None, really, because they both happen when she gets to 75%. So I guess the cooldown's kind of useless. But we'll give her 10 health. And what about our workers? Don't really care about the resource harvest, but movement speed could be quite useful for them. Just they can ferry eggs around a bit faster, right? Okay, I think I might leave that there for now. We've got a little bit of raw jelly left, but we'll see how we go. So we need to finish building off our Formicarium. So I did a little bit of experimenting off camera, and if we build some majors, if we do one black ant, one ranged, and then one major, that's basically all of our food gone. So I don't think that's going to work. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to do 2 black ant, 1 ranged, and then hopefully we'll have some food in store by the time we've actually managed to upgrade all of these. So what are these ones? Those are ranged. So if we do both of these ranged and just have a proper little massive ranged group. And then over here we shall have some black ants. And we should have a good deal of... Well, this has only cost us about 3,000 food to build all of these in the first place. So it's only going to cost us another 6,000 to get them fully upgraded, which is going to leave us about 3,000 food, plus all this food out here as well. So let's get them all upgraded. We're also going to build some more speed tiles here. I've already... Oh, I suppose we need one there, don't we? And then let's move all of these into this new, or this big group over here, which is obviously going to be fairly devastating, you'd have thought, but then this challenge is supposed to be a bit of a pain in the arse. So why would you create most of them, but not this last tile down here? Why would you leave at that moment? Like, I'll make 6 of them, but I won't make this last one. I'm going to leave that. And I'm going to continue to leave that, apparently. Will someone make that bloody thing? Same up here. They're bringing the eggs in, but there we go. Thank you, mate. Thank you. Someone's finally doing your job. Do we need more? Because they seem to be struggling to keep up with the amount of work they've got here. Do we need more normal ants? Don't know. We've got a little bit of space left to dig with territory. That's the word I was looking for. So we spent a bit of territory expanding our food stores to these colossal food stores we now have. I changed this up slightly here. Previously, this nest was lower down. I've changed it up so it's like this, so that if we need to build another nest here, we've got the option of extending up here. And then down here, we've also got this pathway, so we could build a nest here and then another nest. Maybe not a full 19 there, but maybe another full 19. Maybe a couple down there if we can get it up the top. We'll have to see. But yes, we've got a bit of space to expand if we need it. I don't know if we need it, but it's there if we do. So let's upgrade a few more of these. The ones are finished. In fact, let's send the ones over there to get this little paltry bit of food before they do anything else. What does upgrading the ants do? Do we need to upgrade these ones? It's not going to cost us much, I suppose, is it? We can upgrade a couple of these speed tiles. Okay. Just need to minimize this thing over here so I can just make sure it's all working. Yes, perfect. So when these are done, that's that chamber fully complete. This one's got a few more left to go. And then that one's done, and then this one's got... It's got a few to go actually, hasn't it? So they're going to go get these little bits of food up there. We'll send them down there to get that, and then there's this bit up here as well. So something someone did say is, obviously I've been... And again, apologies because I haven't got it all to hand at the moment. I can't keep, because I've got so many comments, I can't just keep a list handy, unfortunately, without sort of having a printout, which makes it a very weird thing to do. But someone did say, although you do need to do the Formicarium challenge outside, it would be nice to see what happens if you do stay inside. So I will probably do the challenge, or attempt the challenge, and then just restart it, stay inside the nest, and see what happens differently. See what the crazy scientist done. And someone again did point out that please do not talk during the cutscene, or the dialogues at least. So I will do my best not to. But if I do, there are always subtitles there as well. So hopefully it won't be too distracting. So these are just going to let us just slowly work up all of this, aren't they? It's worked out quite nicely in a weird way. So this main thoroughfare is going to be almost entirely tier 3, which is lovely. Someone else... Oh, no, it's not. Damn. Well, it's partly tier 3. Someone else did suggest making the entrance to the major nest, or the exit to the major nest, bigger so that the majors could get out easier. I don't think that's a problem. The majors seem to be quite comfortable just walking over each other, so I don't know if that's too much of an issue. I'm not too bothered about that. So, let's have a quick check around the nest. Everything looks like it is upgraded where it can be. That's fine, that's fine. Yes, so we have got 4 groups of... No, I need another group of these, don't I? Do I need another group of those? I don't think that's definitely not going to be enough melee, is it? Did I mean to build 2 groups of range? So did I mean to build 1 more group of range and 2 groups of melee? Well, it's done now, isn't it? It is done now. So, in that case, what I'm just going to very quickly do is I'm just going to Alt-Tab out of the game. So you're going to lose audio for just a moment. And I'm going to go into the game folders. I'm going to grab the save folder. And I'm pretty sure I did back this up, but you never know. You never know. So I'm just going to stick that there, just in case something does go wrong. So... we are going to have to build another chamber, I'm pretty sure, and then see if we can get by with less food, essentially, which is going to be a bit scary. A little bit scary. And where did this 19 go? Did I fit it in here? Yeah, okay. I actually wouldn't expect that to fit there, but it has. That's fine. So we didn't actually need to dig this out at all, did we? But it's there now for when we need another one, I suppose. Oh, no, in fact, I'm not happy with that at all. So if we didn't do that, we could have moved this a bit closer to start with. What do I do? Do I carry on with it is, or do I do something about this? I think I do something about this. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. Okay. I'll be right back. Alright then, so we are just about there. So I have now got fully upgraded 2 chambers of black ants, 2 chambers of ranged ants, wood ants, on top of the fully upgraded ranged mages we already had. So we have got 4 groups of range, we have got 3 groups of melee. I'm hoping that these will basically count as 2 of these and try and hold them off a little bit, whoever it happens to be. I think it's some sort of army ant from what people have said, but I'm a little hazy on the whole thing, to be honest. So food-wise, we are down to a mere 18 or 1900 food, which doesn't seem like a lot. Bearing in mind, some people are telling me that I should have about 4,000 in store. But some other people did say that they created a lot of ants, had very little food in store, but then when the queen's bonus kicked in, when she goes down to 75% health. So here... No. This one, so she will spawn 14 royal guard near the queen, and any empty nurseries will receive eggs, and all eggs will hatch for free for 5 seconds. So basically, when that happens, as long as there are eggs like this in place, they have got 5 seconds to mature and hatch. So I think we should be okay. We'll find out. Let's just take a quick look. I mean, it's just a jumble. It's just let's just move them around a little bit so we can actually see what this looks like. This is an intense. Look at them. Let's send them a little bit further. I mean, this is a lot of ants. This is a lot of ants. How many is it? 133. 133 ants we've got here. There's the black ants, the red and black ones. These are the wood ants, obviously, and I think you might be able to tell these are the majors. So, let's give this a go then. I have no idea what to really expect. As I say, we'll try and do this properly. What is this one here? Max population. Oh, we are 3 short of our max population, but I think we can live without those 3. Well, I say that, who knows? Yes, we will try it from outside, as people have suggested, but then, regardless of how it goes, we will try one from the inside just to see what happens when we do that. So, Formicarium Challenge 3, here we go. We'll do it on medium, just because we did the other ones on medium, the leaf cutters on medium. I imagine hard is going to be pretty damned hard. An unprepared colony will not survive the next experiment. Make sure you're well stocked on resources. Well, I'm okay. I wouldn't say I'm well stocked, but I'm okay. Ooh, what's this?
I'm afraid we've ran out of time. It doesn't matter if the nest isn't perfect. Run the experiment, then clear out the specimens and bleach the equipment.
Yes, I know. I'm doing it.
And when you are finished here, I think we should have a word about your conduct around the laboratory.
He is a massive douchebag.
Conduct around the laboratory. What? Nothing. Starting experiment.
Good. Let me know when you have a result.
I think we should have run conduct. That's good. I enjoyed that.
Okay, my little ants. This is it. The winner will have the privilege of joining me for the ultimate test. The real final experiment. The loser will be relegated to the waste disposal.
Okay, so it's just...
The Formicariums are connected. Let the
Oh,
war
yes.
commence!
Do we just move closer? No, we should stay a little distance. We should stay relatively close, so if people do die, it's a little easier for them to get there, yeah?
Which colony will strike first?
Are they just massing? Should we just attack them? I don't really know. I guess so. They don't seem to be coming for us, do they? Not sure if that's a particularly good idea, though. Ah, this is why... Oh, they got trap jaws. Tricky. And a lot more ants. So I'm guessing they're going to mass together and then attack in one group, yeah? Sort of like we're doing over here, to be fair. In their defense, it's not an entirely unreasonable tactic. So I still think we should be about here, south of the pyramid. Is it waiting for us to attack first? Or what are these little ones? What are these? Are they the army ants, perhaps? They might be the army ants. Okay, well, they don't seem to be Let's do it then. Let's do it. Oh, you bigger. Are those army ants? Because they are pretty big. We are going to mass an attack. We are going to... Oh, no, they're coming. No, 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 don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Everyone turn back. Everyone turn back. Turn back in time. Oh, one of them's going to get caught, aren't they? Yeah, a couple of them. That guy's definitely going to get caught. He's just a waste then.
The praying.
That's a shame. Okay. The praying mantis. So yeah, that's a bad start. So we do know they will come for us eventually then. We should probably try and back this guy up a little bit. Because he is also now gone. What are they carrying? Oh, there's praying mantis. I literally didn't even realise that was there. Let's turn off their food gathering, because that could be problematic for us. Ah, yes, these are the army ants. These cause like a frenzy sort of thing, don't they? We had a pretty good start. Maybe we should go on the attack. I mean, our job is to kill the queen, and our best chance of doing that, I suppose, is sooner rather than later with this force we have behind us. It's just chaos, isn't it? It's absolute chaos. It's absolutely mental. I think we're doing okay. We seem to be. We haven't lost much food, which is how I'm judging this.
Our raptors are beating back their counterparts. Victory seems within their grasp. But what's this? Could
What's
it be
what?
the almighty hand of God.
Oh, dude. Oh, my word. Not attacking them, but attacking me and killing like a huge amount at once. He's such an ass. There's very little I can do about that, is there? It's just going to decimate our force. We're down to 2 mages. We could really do some of these backups working the way in. We've only lost a little bit of food. We've still got 1,000 food. And there's just a constant stream coming in there. That's brilliant. So let's go in their nest and find out what happens.
Excellent progress, my raptors. Strike at your nemesis.
Let's just go straight for the queen, right? Yeah, she has some very big nest chambers, doesn't she? So is their queen going to have the same sort of like 75% health ability? Yep, straight away. Look at that. Royal Guard, everything's hatched. Our ranged are going to get absolutely mullered. Their queen is taking no damage because they are just hatching. 5 seconds you're supposed to get. 5 seconds. That seemed like more than 5 seconds to me. Trying to pull them back a little bit because they're just getting absolutely surrounded, but it's very difficult to do. And I don't know how much food she has in store to continue hatching more. Oh, we got her! We got her! We absolutely smashed it!
Knew my raptors would prevail. Now we can...
I mean, what is even going on there?
Have you finished yet?
Yes, our raptors have dominated the Formicarium.
Wonderful. I expect a full report by the end of the week. For now, you can start by clearing away. Make sure anything contaminated with that jelly goes straight to the incinerator.
Yes, yes, very good.
Well, that went okay, didn't it? What do I want extra? I mean, 6,000 food's probably going to see us through for a while. Seems we've got those 2 challenges as well, so I guess we'll take the extra territory. Does that seem sensible? I'm going to take it anyway. Oh, there's a new sound effect, okay. Congratulations, your colony has grown sufficiently to complete the current early access content. The Formicarium is yours to command, to control.
And no one is going to take it away from you.
More levels are in the works. Why not try the game another way? Play with your colony the way you want in the endlessly customizable, savable free play mode. Keep an eye on social media for news of the next update, which I suspect might be a little way away, as this is quite a recent addition. So let's get this food as well, I suppose, while it's there. So yeah, I was a little bit concerned we wouldn't have enough to take that on, but we absolutely smashed it, didn't we? Absolutely smashed it. A little bit surprised, pleasantly pleased with that though. I think I may have gone a little bit overboard with the preparation. I think maybe that's what happened. I think people got me so worried about it, I was like, ooh, let's just get like, you know, a proper army together. And yeah, that went all right in the end, didn't it? So what we can try now is we can try the Formicarium Challenge 2 once this food's been collected, at least so it's out of the way. And we'll try staying inside the nest and we'll just see what happens. What have we got here? That's one of those super tough mega health things. That's the whip spider. How big is the whip spider, I wonder? Ah, it's a tiny one.
With this spider running to the queen. They all want to bite her. It's really quite obscene.
Well, how many does it bring in? I thought it just did the one. I thought it was as many as you tapped it, but maybe it jumped away or something. I don't know. Yeah, we've got so many ants. This dude's just... If there's that many, this dude's confused where to go with the food. What? Where should I take the food? I know I gotta take it down. One over there, one over here. Oh, yeah, he's figured it out. Good job. So I guess I killed the praying mantis that I didn't even see. Where did that even come from? What a douche move as well from the scientist guy. So yes, thank you for all of your warnings, forewarnings. If it wasn't for that, I probably would have gone in a lot weaker and I would have probably struggled and died, I imagine. So thank you for everyone warning me what was to come, because in the end, we did all right, didn't we? I wonder if you can build in her nest. I'm guessing not. That'd be weird, right? Make like a super colony. Anyway. So the food is pretty much done. So let's bring everyone inside. And then we'll start the challenge off again and we'll see what happens. Yeah, a few people said with the challenge as well that your queen is almost definitely going to go down to 75% health, which is why you really need those royal jelly upgrades for your queen. Obviously, that was not quite the case. Queen didn't even get touched, not even a sniff, not a look in. Right, wrong one. Let's go here. We'll just say easy for now, and we'll hit. Yeah, they do not provide rewards after the first completion. If we just say, let's come out of this, because this might suck away quite a lot of our resources if they just come in and take all our food or something. So let's save the Formicarium there. So in its current state, where we are fantastic and reigning supreme, we will be okay. And then let's start off the challenge on easy and see what happens.
I'm afraid we've ran out of time. It doesn't matter if the nest isn't perfect. Run the experiment, then clear out the specimens and bleach the equipment.
Yes, I know. I'm doing it.
And when you are finished here, I think we should have a word about your conduct around the laboratory.
I think we should Nothing. Starting the experiment.
Good. Let me know when you have a result.
Okay, my little ant.
My little ants, not yours. My little
You will
ants.
have the privilege of joining me for the ultimate test, the real final experiment. The loser will be relegated to the waste disposal. The Formicariums are connected. Let the war commence!
Let it commence, but I shall do nothing about it. We just going to wait for the other guys to attack us?
I wonder which colony will strike first.
Let's move them up towards the queen. I was worried they might start walking outside.
It's time.
Oh, I see what he's doing. Oh, he's stunning them. Did he kill some as well? I wonder if you can see him tapping on the glass somewhere.
Come on, come on. Come on.
So if you stay in here and wait for the other guys to attack, will he do that even if you're being attacked?
Out you go.
Oh, he's definitely killing some. Is that damaging a lot as well? Well, a few of them, yeah. It is doing a little bit of damage, isn't it?
Hurry up, hurry up. Hurry up.
What happens if we don't? How mad does he get?
Come on, come on. Come on.
Are these getting about ready to attack as well? Oh, no, here's the little army ants. So we still need the big ones to come out yet.
Out you go. Out you go.
You can see all the ones that die because they suddenly just burst from the eggs.
Hurry up, hurry up. Hurry up.
Mainly the range that are going, which I guess is because of their lower health. Right, so here are the larger army ants.
Come on.
I'm pretty sure they're army ants. I don't think I've got that wrong. So they should be mounting an attack in any minute now.
Out you go. Out you go.
Or not. Do they only come when you're outside? So if you stay in there, he'll just slowly whittle away your food, I guess. Okay, so how far do you have to go outside until the enemy attacks? Or did they attack because I got to a certain point when you get to the sort of area here? Oh no, as soon as you're outside, here they come, look. So what I might do, actually, because we're definitely going to win this, so let's just reload the last save. What I might just try doing, just out of interest, is just seeing how well we would have done on hard. So we started about here. So let's wait for everyone to come out. Now, it's not going to be an entirely fair comparison because we do have like 7,000 more food than we had previously. What do we have? We had about 1,800 food, didn't we? So we got a lot more food than we had. So it's not a huge, not a perfect comparison. If we wait for everyone to empty the nest and then we start the challenge, and if we just storm straight towards the enemy's nest, and we'll just see how we go. Just to see if we have the sort of
I'm afraid we've ran out of time. It doesn't matter
numbers
if the
to have done it
nest
on
isn't
hard in the
perfect.
first
Run
time
the
round.
experiment, then clear out the specimens and bleach the equipment.
Yes, yes, I know. I'm doing it.
And when you are finished here, I think we should have a word about your conduct around the laboratory.
I think
we should have a word about your conduct around the laboratory.
What was that?
nothing.
Every time.
Starting.
Every time makes me laugh.
Good. Let me know when you have a result.
So as soon as these start coming out, I'm just going to send my ants straight here.
This is it. The winner will have the privilege of joining me for the ultimate test, the real final experiment. The loser will be relegated to the waste disposal.
Let's do it, peeps. Let's do it.
Formicariums are connected. Let the war commence!
So where did that mantis come from last time then? Because we didn't get one on the easy. I suppose we didn't go all the way up on the easy one, did we?
I wonder which colony
Let's turn
will
off
strike
their
first.
food gather in case something like that happens again. I wonder who's going to strike first. Perhaps this group here. What's going on down here? Why are there so many milling around? Why aren't you going to come and join in the charge?
The Raptors finally meet.
Oh, it's like a duel battle.
Relations. I wonder which is more effective.
So we've got quite a wide line here, haven't we?
Raptors are beating back their counterparts. Victory seems within their grasp.
But what is this, you
This
goddamn
could be
SOB?
the mighty hand of God.
Oh, a couple of them are starting to flank them, aren't they? Oh my god. Like half of my ranged forces, and I did nothing. We got lucky with that one. Oh, there we go. That's like 1,000 food gone in one smash. Oh, and again. Oh, that's another huge portion of our ranged forces gone. Does he just keep doing that till you get inside the nest then?
Raptors, strike at your nemesis. There can be only one.
So they pretty much just destroyed me, didn't they? These army ants just milling around the entrance. So I'm going to have to wait for a few forces to regroup, I think, before we can actually get down there. I'm not sure if we're going to manage to do that with the numbers we've got. We need a lot more mages and black ants up here. That's looking a little better. We could do with a lot of range now to actually do the damage. Oh, they're sending out all their forces now, look. Oh, it is devastating then. Their numbers are just non-stop. Do they just have like an unlimited amount of food to just do this? They just smash through that first, right into this group of ranged workers, so they're basically dead.
Quickly, my little raptors. You wouldn't want to be caught by the finger of death.
Oh, come on. Oh no, right there. That's unfortunate. And all of our ranged as well. You goddamn person. And they start sending. Oh yeah, she does have to ferry her eggs around, look. But she has a lot to hatch when that Royal Guard kicks off. A lot. We're getting a few of them. I wanted to try and regroup down here a little bit before we kick the queen off, because I'm guessing she's out of food as nothing's hatching. But that does mean that when that hatches, it is going to be an almighty battle. So I'm just going to wait for everyone to regroup. And we're getting to about the point where we would have used all of the food we had in the previous, at the start of the previous attempt. So there's a few eggs that haven't made out there, but on the whole, most of them have got there. There are very few empty spaces. So we've got a few more charging, and I do want like everyone down here for this, because like I say, it's going to be chaos. Just a constant stream from us, isn't it? It really is. That looks like the end of it, though. So I might wait for this last one to get to about here, next to this other Formicarium. Because then at least that'll give us some sort of rear guard coming in, won't it? Okay, we'll wait for this little one to die. And then we'll find out how this goes.
Yes, yes.
There it all goes, just like an entire army hatching at once. Devastating, absolutely devastating. It's pure chaos. It is absolute chaos, isn't it? So our first new hatches are starting to come out of the nest now from our deaths that we've suffered in here. And she's gone. We did manage to do it. So I think we probably could have done hard mode.
I knew my raptors would prevail. Now we can prepare for the real.
Have you finished yet?
Yes, our raptors have dominated the Formicarium.
Wonderful. I expect a full report by the end of the week. For now, you can start by clearing away. Make sure anything contaminated with that jelly goes straight to the incinerator.
Yes.
Yes. Very, very good. Very, very good. All right, then. So there we go. That is the end.
Jelly to the incinerator. The jelly is for my ants.
My ants, but
No
yes.
one's going to take it away from you.
A little bit too protective of my ants, but whatever, mate, whatever. So, yes. Next time, then, I suppose we shall start off the challenge modes for these Rising Tide and Queen of the Hill. I have done them probably on medium before, I can't quite remember. I might have to try and find that myself, but hard would, in theory, be where we would looking to go, and then to do hard mode on the Harvest and front line. The Harvest is going to be a proper pain, I imagine. So I'm going to have to go back and watch my Rising Tide hard attempt, because, I mean, that was a while ago. I'll have to look at what it was I did to do that. And the Queen of the Hill, we took a while to, but when we did absolutely rinse it. So, again, I'll have to go back and watch my previous attempt, because it feels like a lifetime ago. It was all pre-Leaf Cutter. It's very exciting. So that's what I'll be doing next time, and then we'll try and do hard on these two, and then we've got the free play as well. Because I imagine, like I say, it's going to be a little bit of time before the the next major update comes out. I mean, the Leaf Cutter one I was hoping would be out before Christmas, so that was delayed by a few months as it was. So yeah, it could be a while, maybe the end of the year or even later again until we see the next update. Cool, alright then. Well, hope you've enjoyed this Formicarium Challenge 3 video. If you have, please do click the like button, it genuinely is very much appreciated. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Any questions or comments, leave them down below and I'll get back to you as soon as I see them. Don't forget, I do stream every Wednesday at 6 PM, and it would just warm my soul to see you there. Otherwise, I will see you next time in Empires of the Undergrowth, and as always, well, thank you so very, very much for joining me.